And the one and the CCCA is one of the things that really affect African American women more than any other race of people. So I wanted to kind of shed some more light on that subject and to let you know that I am a I was personally affected by that. And because of the product that we have, it was able to save me. So I am a personal testimony for the product and a heavy product user. So I just want you to know, and through testimonies, we have gotten other people who have gone through and is going through and going to come out on the other side okay if they continue to be loyal to the line. And I tell everybody, don't mix the line. If you're going to get the line, if you're having challenges, don't mix it. Just devote 6 months to the product. And if you devote 6 months to the product, and if nothing happened, that could mean your follicle is no longer existing. Now, we can't resurrect the dead. If there's a dead follicle, that means there's a strand of hair that has been lost. And be it that the follicle is what nourishes that strand of hair, then we have to make sure we keep that follicle healthy. And through our hemp powered hair oil, and I hope everybody on this line has a bottle somewhere in their home, not just sitting in the cabinet, but they're using it the way it's supposed to be used, which is at least 3 times a week on the scalp and under the tongue. But if not, to use it like I use it. I did it aggressively and I made it through. So CCCA, I wanted to revisit. Now, some of the early signs of CCCA, and first of all, that is central centrifugal cicatricial alopecia. Now let's back up and let you know what meaning of all of those words. The early sign of CCCA is you're itchy. It itches, it burns in the top of the head. That's the central part. That's why it's called central. That's the first C. Now, usually when that starts, sometimes we just ignore that and we just itchy. We find anything that we can get our hands on and dig into that area to get relief. That's not good. Then, as a hairstylist, and I was guilty of this before I gained the knowledge, before I became a trichologist, which was 13 years ago, when I found out that wasn't good. Okay, the itching and the burning was the first signs. But as a stylist, we sometimes ignore that and we tell the client, we see the thinning, it starts to thin in that area. And the other C, the next C is centrifugal, meaning that it starts to spread out. That itchy, that burning start to spread out. We start getting thinner and thinner. Well, as a stylist, sometimes not knowing what could be happening, you could think, oh, maybe something that I'm doing wrong. So let me suggest something. The first thing suggested is to add hair. Let's thicken it up by braiding it up. We braid it up, we add hair. That is the worst thing we could have done. Then, if we didn't braid it up, we bonded it on. We use adhesive. That adhesive glue, I did my research many years ago, found out that that glue is made of the same thing that Firestone make tires out of. Bad, very bad. Now they have upgraded it since then, but still it's not good because you're going to put that adhesive on, you're going to bond it down to the scalp, to the skin, to the hair. And what's happening? You're covering up the follicles. You're not allowing, see, skin is the largest organ of elimination, and you're not allowing the toxins in the body to get out. So what it's doing is backing up in there to the follicle, causing folliculitis. And anytime there's an itis, there's an illness. So, but we didn't know better. You know, they say if you knew better, you should do better. We didn't know better. So we was trying to give that lady the appearance that she wanted to look thicker, for the hair to look thicker. And all the time we were making it thinner by adding fraction alopecia. What we was doing, we was adding to it. Then it got to the point where, oh, it's scar tissue. Okay, you're itching, you stretching, you bonding, you pulling, you ended up with scar tissue, which is cicatricial. Okay, that's the other C. And of course, the A is alopecia, which is only the medical term for baldness. So this continues, we continue to add hair. And it got to the point where we couldn't add no more because there was no more hair to add to, because we actually speeded up the problem. Then we had to end up putting a net there. The net was the base that we use now because there's no hair to add. It just keeps getting wider and wider, and the hair keeps getting thinner and thinner. Now you say, well, what causes CCCA? Well, I'm gonna give you some of the known causes that they have to date. And I am so excited because Thursday I am going to the largest dermatological conference there is, and it will be in San Diego, California. And my friend is taking me with her. So I'm going to be able to ask a whole lot of questions at this derm convention. And if any of you on the line today have any question you want me to ask of a dermatologist once I get to this convention, let me know today and I will present this question to them when I'm at the conference. But now let me share with you up to date what CCCA, what causes it, what the known cause, okay? First of all, it used to be called hot comb alopecia, okay? Hot comb alopecia. Now, when you say hot comb, we're talking about the pressing comb, because you get so close to the scalp, it causes dehydration, okay? Dehydration. Now, anytime something is dehydrated, that means that it's lack moisture, okay? That's why our conditioner is so awesome, because it is a moisturizing conditioner. And hair is made of two things, moisture and protein. Those are the two things that hair consists of to be healthy. Okay, so that was the first thing. It was known as hot comb alopecia. That's why it was real closely connected to African American women. Then color came into play. They say, no, color plays a part. Now, there's one ingredient that I always share with you guys about in color that you should stay away from, and that's PPD. Now, if you look that up, it's paraphenylene diamine. Those are companies that have that ingredients, kind of keep away from that. Plus, it's carcinogenic. So you want to make sure you stay away from those type of ingredients. So then that was one. And when I scope our head and I look at and analyze, if a person is wearing color and had color recent, you can see the color underneath the skin. So that is where you want to really be cautious of, all of my consultants out there who are scoping. Then the next thing was relaxers, chemical straighteners. Now chemical straighteners are getting another bad name, which is saying it's causing ovarian cancer, but it's also connected to CCCA. Now, chemical relaxers were formulated for hair, but skin friendly, okay? If it's touched the skin and stays on for a few minutes, it won't be so harmful. But if it's applied directly to the skin, the same thing that it is doing to the hair, it will be doing to the skin. It's pre-softening the hair, it is pre-softening the skin, because hair is an appendage of skin. So you want to be very cautious of that. Then we have fibroid tumors have now been connected to CCCA. So those are the things as of present that is being connected to CCCA. And if there's any new thing, I will find out this weekend when I go to the derm convention, because it isn't basically related to African American women. I am definitely going to be asking that question if anything else has been connected to. Now, again, cicatricial. Cicatricial is the other C, and it's scar tissue. Scar tissue, that is not good. Okay, that's scarring alopecia. And when we scar and when we're digging in the scalp, trying to soothe that itchy, that is where nothing but trouble. Okay, now in our hemp powered hair, we have black seed oil that helps soothe that scalp, soothes that itchiness, and almost stop it completely if used aggressively. Okay, black seed oil helps get rid of that itchy, dry scalp, and that's what we want to get rid of. Now, another thing is doing the scalp facial. Now, I know some of you now, by now, have experienced a scalp facial. Scalp facial is where we go in and exfoliate all of those dead cells off the scalp. That's all it is. Some people say, oh, it's dandruff. I scoped a young man on Saturday, and that's what he thought he was experiencing. But I told him, those are dead cells, and those cells come up faster than you can get them off. So you have to make sure. When you scoping and you see a lot of inflamed red, the scalp has been illuminated red, that's inflammation. Now, inflammation, again, it's an inside job. So we got to make sure we let a client know that nothing we can do about it unless they're doing something about it inside. That means eating good. Pumpkin seed oil helps get rid of inflammation, but you got to make sure you're doing something on the inside. That's very important. And a lot of people don't. Then we look at hydration from the inside out. What are we drinking water? Some people don't drink water. They don't like water. That's not good because they end up drinking sugary drinks. Sugar brings on what? Inflammation. So we want to make sure that we're not taking in a lot of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates turns into sugar, and we end up with inflammation. But so inside, we got to get rid of it from the inside out, which will help get rid of a calm down CCCA. And I ended up making sure that I aggressively went after mine, and I ended up with my hair. I do not have my lost hair. Now that's important. So we got to know what's in our hemp powered hair. We know we have our black seed oil, which is very soothing, very calming, eliminate dryness and itchy. Then we have pumpkin seed oil, which helps get rid of inflammation. We have peppermint oil. Wow, that is one of my favorite because peppermint oil stimulates the blood circulation. Now they say where there's no blood flow, there's no hair growth. Remember, blood nourishes. So we want to make sure that we have, we using our hemp powered hair oil. So we have the peppermint oil. Then we have cinnamon. Cinnamon is an antioxidant. It gets rid of those free radicals. You know, they run around in your body and don't pay no rent. I think they like freeloaders. But anyway, they cause havoc. And we don't want that because remember, CCCA is something that will cause you to be totally bald if left unattended. So we want to make sure we're getting our moringa, which is in our oil, in our hemp powered hair oil, and that's our overall health. Then we have baobab. Baobab is like the tree coming from the tree of life. It has our iron, which is needed, and it has our vitamin C, very much needed. Then we have our lemon oil, which is our antiseptic, help clean up the scalp, help get rid of the buildup. See, if we have clogged pores, you know what happens there. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. And then eventually it weighs on our follicle. And that's what I'll tell women. This is our month. So let's fall back in love with our roots. Let's fall back in love with our hair. It's okay to wear the extra. It's okay to have a few wigs. I have a few in my closet hanging up, just like my clothes. But that's not something that I am totally dependent on. If I want to change up, I will. But I don't want it to be my only avenue. I want it to be an option. Then we have our wild salmon oil. We can't eat enough salmon. So what we have to do, we have to get it in our hemp powered hair. That's important. We have our wild salmon give us the strength and the shine for that strand of hair. Then we have our CBD. CBD is bring this body back into balance. And that's important because we have to have the body in balance for it to do what it needs to do. And that's very important. Then rosemary. Rosemary is our DHT blocker. And one day we're going to talk about DHT because DHT can be very killing. Just what it is. It kills that follicle. And what happens is once you kill off a follicle, you have killed off a strand of hair. And that's important. So there's other style that can cause havoc, especially the locks, the braids. We got to look at those and take a good look at them, because if you are experiencing CCCA and you don't recognize it and you start, your locks are in there and you're not paying attention, you having the burning, you having the itching, you having the thinning, that's real serious. And I am locking now, but I use the palm roll method. And because remember, we shed anywhere from 50 to 100 strands a day. Even though I'm locking, I'm still shedding. So when I palm roll, the hair that would have gotten off the head is in there. So when they palm roll, they are locking that hair. Then we have
up in there, not even my clothes and stuff. And I was helping her out, you know, giving her money and stuff. We were both doing
Doris, you're muted. Hit your mute button to unmute, please.
Am I unmuted now?
You are, yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So if you're wearing sister locks, what they call sister locks, those are the very fine, thin locks. Now, if you're using the tool that Dr. Cornwell has designed for the locks, I think you have a better chance. But you know how we are. We're going to try to find the most reasonable one and price-wise, and it's not the right one. And if you stick that wrong one through that fine lock, you're going to be breaking off the hair that's on the inside. So you're going to end up with thinner locks. You're going to end up with breakage. And palm rolling, you're not going to have that because you're going to be locking in the hair that's shedding, okay? And then if you have the larger locks, sticking that tool through, you're breaking off that hair on the inside. So it's going to be thinner. The best way for me that I feel comfortable with, and that is palm rolling, okay? Palm rolling. Now, so again, there's nothing wrong with any lock you decide to do. It's just that the technique and how you do it is very important, because you don't want to end up thinning. And a lot of people who wear locks are thin in this area right here in the top. And the length, as it get longer, I always say you should, when you shampoo those locks, you should shampoo them up and let them dry on top of your head. That way the weight of the water is not pulling it down from the top, okay? So you want to make sure that you have, you're using the right techniques for everything. Most people who wear locks like to dry naturally. They don't like getting under the dryer. It's okay if you don't get under the dryer. It's okay if you do get under the dryer. It's just that when you are drying, even if you're under the dryer, you want to put your hair on top of your head, so the weight of it with the water there won't cause more extra tension and traction to the top area of your head. That's important. But we have a shampoo that's 3-in-1. Why is it 3-in-1? Because you can now shampoo your hair and wash your face and body wash your body. So that's exciting to know that. A lot of people don't know that. So we want to make sure that you do. And because it has no paraffin, it has no sulfates. You know, some people was asking me about sulfates the other day. And I said to them, sulfates, it's not carcinogenic, but it could be very irritating. And that's what my client who had that irritated scalp he was using, and the doctor had recommended him this particular shampoo, which has sulfate. He's allergic to that. But, you know, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I definitely know that wasn't good for him. So he should be ordering, which I gave him the product to order so he can have a better chance as what's going on with his scalp. Okay. And so then we have our moisturizing conditioner. Remember I said hair is a moisture and protein. Okay. So if you have the balance in which is needed, and we have wheat protein, which is in our detangler. So we have what we need. We just have to use it. And we have to be consistent and we have to be loyal. See, we're not loyal as a whole. We have so many different products. I tell people, it's like you have a choir singing and you don't know who's singing. You got your altos, your soprano, your bass, your this, that, all of that back there on the back bar. And you just don't know what's working for you. So it's important. So CCCA, remember, is centrally located. It starts in the top, burning, itching. If left unattended, it starts centrifugal, spreading out. Cicatricial, we have scar tissue up here. Alopecia, and we sometimes as stylists, we'll go in and we'll add hair. We think this is the solution, but it's not the solution. It can be a bigger problem if we continue to add hair, whether we bonding it, whether we are braiding. Braiding is just causing more traction. Bonding is just covering up the pores. It's not good. I suggest that they get a wig, nice looking wig, wear that wig while they're going through treatment. And let's stop this hair loss. Let's stop it now. 80% of our women, this is Women Month, 80% of the women population are losing their hair. So we want to get on top of this. Are there any questions?
Thank you for giving us that tutorial today and for including the information about the sister locks and locks and things like that. So I always really appreciate that. As you notice, you're in the industry, more and more people are going natural, but we still need guidance on what's the best way to do things.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Let's see. I see some things in the chat. Give me a second.
Whether Rachel is on, but she is going live today. And I need a list of the consultants because I'm trying to get each one of them to do live. We're doing live this
Thank you,
evening.
Angie. I'll check that out. Give me a second.
Rachel is on, so she can tell them how to get on.
I do not see Rochelle on today. I'm just trying to work with the mute button here. Give me just a second. Let's see here. And Angie, you can unmute. I'm trying to get to the whole mute button. There it is. The allow. Okay, so you all have the ability to unmute yourselves now. Should be. Yes, ma'am. You should be able to.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Hello,
Thank you so
Doris.
much.
How are you? This is Diana. You were going in and out just when you were talking about the sister locks. I didn't hear all of what you said.
Okay, I was sharing with you the sister locks are the very thin locks.
Okay.
And Dr. Cornwell, who is the inventor of sister locks, she has a special tool that she used, which will not cause you to break out that hair in the center. But most people always try to go around, you know, the founders things, and they try to get their own. And we're finding that they're breaking off the hair inside. And that's not good because a lot of people who are wearing those locks are thinning. And I had a chance to see Dr. Cornwell not long ago, and her hair is the most beautiful hair of sister locks I've ever seen. Full, thick, no thinning. So, and like I told her, there is a secret to it. So, but palm rolling, if you don't know how to use the tool, the best way to go is a palm roll, because we shed anywhere from to 100 strands a day. And when you palm roll, you're palm rolling that hair back in. So that's, and I'm palm rolling. I won't do the tool because my locks are not sister locks.
But this is late at the Y, and all around her, she has those sister locks, and she says she goes somewhere to get them done. But all around her edges, her hairline is just continually rescinding the back, it's going back. And I just thought maybe if I could.
They're tightening them too tight. That's traction alopecia. A lot of people wearing locks have a lot of traction.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not good. But because sister locks are not supposed to be tightened that tight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Doris.
And Diane, I need to call you back. I called you earlier.
Yes, I saw that and I tried calling you, but it was so close to your time. So I'll call you. What about after we finish here?
Good. That's good.
All right, great.
If there's no one else, Betty Watts have a question. If no one else have one.
A question. Okay, I have a question, but you can go ahead, Miss Betty.
Okay, I have a dear friend girl down here. Bernadine met her yesterday. Glad if she remember the name, Gladys Warner Bernadine. She have cancer. She done had cancer 2 or 3 times in remission. Her hair is pretty much just no hair. She has just a few fuzz. I told her about these products. I told her that they can, that I believe that they will help her hair to grow back. Could be a positive, it's depending on what's going on with her. I told her she start to detox, start there, and start using the product. It will help her reverse everything back for her if all possible.
Well, okay, go on. I'm sorry. Go on.
Okay. Also, my beautician, I'm getting together quite a bit of beautician, and I want to get all their names and everything, and I want to get them all set up with you, Miss Morris, Miss Darlene, Miss Doris. I'm get them all set up with you so we can do it live, and I'm hoping that we'll have it all together for Monday. That's what I'm hoping for. Then I had another question that my beautician said, well, these products have something in the script to die. I said, I don't think so, but if it does, it doesn't matter because the color's still gonna stay. I had her to, she had forgotten that she did my hair about 3 months ago with just the shampoo and the condition, with Iconic shampoo and condition. And my hair lasts for 3 months, my color. And so it was still some in when I went back to her. And I told her, I don't worry about that. We will be doing a live with her at her shop with some other beautician, hopefully Monday, no later than the next Friday. We were getting all this together. But so those are my question and statement, if you can help me out there. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome. Those are great questions. I have a very close friend who went through chemo. Now, I had an opportunity to interview oncologists, and I asked her about hair loss from chemotherapy. And she said to me that chemotherapy brings the hair out at a cellular level. That means it takes it all the way down, and it will come back from a cellular level. My friend who went through chemo, she used hemp-powered hair through the whole ordeal. Her hair is back. She has now about, I'll say 3 inches of new growth.
Praise the Lord.
Yes, 3 inches of new hair, which is beautiful, thick, beautiful hair. But she used hemp-powered hair all through the process.
Okay.
She didn't use it every other day, 3 times. She used it every day. She put a few drops, massaged it all in. Her hair is beautiful. Now, it takes, time, because we always want things to be microwavable. It's not microwavable. If it happened at a cellular level and it comes back fine hair first, it's just like a baby. It comes like a baby's hair. And then from that, that's like the lanugo hair, the vellus hair, then it goes to terminal hair. Terminal hair is what we have as adults or as, grown-up hair. So
Right.
just tell her to be patient with it. Use hemp powered hair on a regular basis. I haven't experienced our shampoo stripping color. So that is another thing. Like you said, your color lasts 3 months. You're gonna have to do a new growth treatment for color at least every 6 to 8 weeks. So
Right.
depending on how fast your hair grow. And then when I do color, I always do a soap cap to refresh the color, when I do the new growth. So, but I haven't had that experience.
Now, when you say soap cap, damp
Meaning-
water,
Yeah, meaning I'll take some of our shampoo in the color. Say if you have a little color left over, I'll put some shampoo in the bowl and put it in, mix it up with the color and put it on the head, the whole head. Just before you rinse, put the shampoo on the head and just soap it up all over to refresh the color.
okay, that sounds great.
Mhm.
Thank
How
you.
often do you
You're
do
welcome.
that, Doris, as far as this?
Every time you do a new growth, every time you do your new growth, you do the
Uh-huh.
soap cap. You do the soap cap to refresh.
Okay. Yay.
And the main thing is start this detox.
Yes, inside out. You got to go inside. See,
That's
a lot
right.
of people to deal with inside. You got to get inside out.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Hi, sorry for the mean mug facial expressions. I don't have my glasses on, so I was trying to fix up on the
That's-
phone. I'm like,
Saying this, I have I challenges also. So when my friends will be on and they said, Doris, would you sleep on the Zoom? I said, I'm gonna be sleeping and teaching too. But my eyes feel better closed. So if you
right,
guys
so good.
close my eyes a lot, it's because I'm getting injections in my eyes and it's crazy.
Oh, okay. I totally understand. Brother D sent me a
Or
text
I'm
like,
not.
fix your mean face. I'm like, I can't see. So my question is, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for
Hi.
this amazing presentation. My question to you is, I'm seeing a lot of class lawsuits regarding endometritis, the fibroids with the Black women from getting perms in their hair. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're
Y'all
dragging.
know?
Give it to me again. You're dragging.
Oh, that's where it's, okay. So I've been seeing a lot of class action lawsuits surrounding endometriitis, the fibroids for Black women, especially connected to the perms of the hair. But I've been experiencing something regarding or surrounding pituitary tumor. And since the head and the scalp is the first thing you pass while getting your hair permed, I'm curious to know if there is a connection from the perms with perming your hair with pituitary gland inflammation or tumors.
Okay, now being that I'm not a medical doctor, I want you to text me that question. And when I'm at the convention this weekend, I'm going to present that as a question to them. I know that they're trying to say that relaxers causes ovarian cancer. That's what they're saying now, the sodium hydroxide. And I asked the lawyers what ingredients that was in relaxers that was causing the ovarian cancer, which they couldn't tell me. I know sodium hydroxide is one of the leading ingredients in the relaxers that we use. And I know it's not carcinogenic, it's caustic, but not carcinogenic. So text me that question and I will present that question to some of the dermatologists that's at the convention this weekend. Because I don't
Awesome.
know.
Thank you.
I will ask and I'll get back to you guys next Monday with that answer. So text it to me. My phone number is 310-920-3065. If you guys have a question for doctors, I will definitely ask while I'm there this weekend.
Doris,
Uh-huh.
Angie, are you finished with your question? I'm sorry, dear.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Good to see your face, and I'm glad we got the smiley, not the frowny.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a beautiful face.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much. So Rena Miles asked, what is the mix for the water and hemp-powered hairspray?
Put about, it depends on the thickness of the hair, how much you will mix, but about 12 drops of hemp powered hair in about a half an ounce to an ounce of water. Then that becomes a treatment.
Yes, yes. I've got my my water bottle down here because I was spraying my hair just the other day. But Doris, if you'll take a look at this, this is the tool that I was telling you about that I use. It's smooth on either end.
Okay, I
And
can't
it
see.
had- Can you see it?
No, I'm still on the screen.
Oh, okay, my bad. Let me remove the spotlight and I'll
Okay, now I see you.
put me. Okay, you see me. Okay, so let me do this. So this is the tool that I use.
Oh, okay.
It,
Oh, okay.
it's smooth on either end. So when I am tightening my locks, I can put the end inside of here like this,
Oh,
like
okay.
this. And
Mhm.
then I can just feed it through and it's either, both ends are smooth.
And then you pull it through.
And then I pull it through. No
Oh,
tearing.
that's
Right,
good. But
no
see, some
tearing. So
have
yeah,
that.
and this I got from the hair store. Actually, they came in a pack of 2.
Yeah, but see what I'm saying is some of those needles,
I know
those
what you're talking about, like the crochet needle kind of look.
it
that
pulls that.
thing.
Yes.
Yes, I did try that before, and it took me exactly one time to
Yeah.
decide that was not what I was going to be doing. It hurt.
Exactly.
I'm tender-headed, so it don't take me long to figure it out.
Right. And
That
that
I'm not getting ready to do that.
right. And that tool don't cause breakage. That other tool, what we're talking, it causes breakage.
Exactly. Yeah. And so I really went online and I was looking for someone I was going to order from Amazon, but I really wanted to touch it and feel it because even if it's metal, if it had any kind of snag, it's going to pull, right? So
Exactly.
I took it and felt it and then I bought them. So and this particular one came in a gold and a silver, but it's, you know, it's really, really, I mean, you really, really don't feel anything in it. It's kind of like that brush that you sold. I'm sorry, the comb that you sold.
That comb, right.
Child. Yes.
Soother.
Yes, yes, yes. Y'all, if y'all ever get a chance to get one of Doris's combs, I know they're not hers, but she has a very close friend that has these soothers. What? Anyway, so that's the mix for the water. I'm gonna get you my water bottle. Let me show you.
Okay. You guys, if you have a questions for the doctors, please text it to me before Thursday.
This is my water bottle.
Oh, great, great.
So yeah, and so it's that kind of empty, but
And I'm gonna be in their ear, in their head, face, and all on this weekend coming up.
I believe that there was another question too. Let me see. Oh, Angie, you asked that. Okay, great. Zoom user, did she go back and cover what was said about the locks? Did you ask that question? Was
Yeah,
that
probably was.
that might have been Diana. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody's questions. Did anybody else have a question? This has been great.
Well, good. I'm glad you got
Great. It's so funny. I was at the chiropractor's today and my doctor was saying that she wanted to do sister locks and I want the really, really tiny ones. And I just thought, ugh, tiny ones, tiny to me seems easy to break, easy to pop.
it is if you don't do it right.
Right, right. Easy to pop in the middle. You know what I mean? So nobody wants to have a lock this long and have it pop off right here in the middle. You know, nobody wants to have that. But
Especially if they know how to repair the locks. See, there's a way to repair also.
Mhm.
And if they don't know how to repair, you're gonna have layered locks, unwanted.
You'll give yourself a haircut, right?
Uh-huh.
I get it. I get it.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, beautiful. How are you?
Hi, sweetheart. I'm good and getting better. I had invited a guest to come on the line, and I don't know if she made it. Did you check for guests?
I didn't ask for guests, but let me check to see. Let's
She
see.
wasn't going to be able to stay on long, but I don't know if she made it yet. I mean, made it on time.
Rena, are you one of our distributors or are you a guest? Was that her name, Rena?
No.
It wasn't.
Her name is Tawana.
I don't see that name. No, I don't.
Probably wouldn't still be here now, but okay. I'll call her
I
back.
didn't see, yeah, I didn't see that name come on at all. Nobody's been added since we really got started.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Fabulous.
Absolutely. So, any other questions? Doris, were you saying something?
No, I just called Royal's hair fabulous.
I know it is, right?
Mhm.
I know it is.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That's right.
Thank you, ladies. It's all due to our hair care system.
I mean,
I still use it on my body and on my face, and I'm loving it.
and your face is, your skin is beautiful looking. So
Thank
what a
you.
great
You know,
way to be a,
one thing I noticed is that the shampoo, it pulls so much out of your face, and it causes your pores to be able to close up more from that. I'm encouraging all of you to try it just once, and you'll be using, I'm telling you, you'll be using it from then on, because I don't care what you use on your face. I haven't seen anything that cleans the skin. We're talking about the skin as well as a kind of product.
okay. I
Hey,
love it. I love it. We need to have that on video.
And if I must add, it does the same thing for the rest of your body. I mean, you have not felt clean on your skin until you use our product. See, everything else is used to like cover the skin, soften the skin. So it's like a shield on the skin. But when you clean it with our 3-in-1 shampoo, again, your body has not felt that kind of clean ever, because nothing else has been created to do that. Try it. I'm telling y'all. Come next Monday, I want at least one of you to be able to tell me whether or not you tried it either on your face or as a body wash. I literally have an extra bottle in the bathroom on the tub, because that is my go-to when I shower.
all right. Kathy, we have-
That's the absolute truth. I just left the Y, just left the shampoo. Well, I do the water aerobics, and I think I got up to 30 laps today. And
Congratulations.
you only use, I mean, just in the palm of your hand, that's all you need. Shampoo your hair. My hair is just drying. I'm gonna use, I forgot to put my styling cream in my bag. But as far as just, I mean, completely washed, it's just the most, I'm feeling absolutely wonderful.
It brings a natural glow to you. It brings a natural glow to your skin.
It does, and you know, I use the frankincense oil, and I have the massage oil, and that's all I had today because I was rushing to try to get down there to make my class, and it was just I almost felt like, okay, I've got to get on with Doris, but you're telling the truth about that. Just about a couple of drops, 3 or 4. It's not.
It's right. It's so concentrated. It is so concentrated.
From the hair, all the way.
I love it.
From the rooter to the tutor.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I dare you to try it. I dare all of you to try it. Okay?
It's fabulous. It is fabulous.
In Royal,
Yes.
yeah, I everything that you just said, my daughter just confirmed. I kept telling her, this lady Royal said, you need to try this 3-in-1 shampoo. She
it's
tried
Yes.
it, and now she wants to be on order for the
I love
Oh, wow.
it.
She confirmed everything you said.
I love it. It's the truth, you guys,
I mean,
really.
you really feel cleaner. You do. It's like a
That's
tingly.
my point. Yes.
And
It's
that's
Roy,
what she
and
said.
your hair. I
That's
love what it just makes your hair feel so good. And I also use the conditioner. I've got still some of the conditioner, and I put that in my hair when I go into the
Boo.
steam room
Oh,
and
Yeah.
just you steam, then you go from cold to steam, cold to steam. It's oh my gosh. All I need is my salad and my lounge chair. I'm ready for a nap.
there you
Well,
go.
looks like my work here is done.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. Our 3-in-1 spokesperson, Roy.
Hey, Doris,
Yeah.
can I just say something before we
No.
end up?
I was gonna
This
say,
is-
here's another one with a beautiful
Burgundy.
mane of
Look at
hair.
this. This is
Yes.
all grown since Akana. Look at this. It's down to
Yeah.
here.
Gorgeous.
But I wanted to just say to Doris, thank you so much for sharing that it's not just every other day. And when you want to be aggressive, I got real aggressive. I was using it every day under my tongue. And this is what happened every day.
Did you do
My
it topically,
stylist said to me, she said, I
Bernadine?
haven't put any, say again?
Did you also use it topically or just under your tongue?
Under the tongue.
Just under my tongue. I never
Okay.
put it in my hair
Okay.
or on my scalp because I didn't want any greasy. But my hair has been shining so much that my stylist says, I didn't put a drop of oil in your hair. And look how it's
See?
shining.
It's
Yeah.
very
Absolutely gorgeous.
And how it's just, it's grown so long. It's always been kind of thick, but it's getting longer and longer and longer. I was like, wow, our stuff really
It's
works.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
so you've been doing the detox well though, right?
Absolutely. I've been doing
Yeah.
the detox now. This is like year 2.
Mhm.
So we started in January of last year. So I did 4 last year and I've done 1.5 this year. So April will be my next 21 day.
Are
Yeah.
you doing it
Wow.
before or after the conference?
It's probably going to be before. Yeah. So the end of this month into conference.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
Well,
we all are gonna be doing that so we can be looking like the
hello. Hello,
already
that's
know,
the
Kathy.
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to jump out 3 or 4 days before this conference.
That's right. Going to
That's
March
awesome.
Madness,
this is
working
Ri-
and getting healthier.
this is
But
Rena.
yeah,
and
those
I just
drops
wanted
under
to,
the tongue really work daily.
I love it.
Very
my,
good.
my question, I'm sorry, my question for you all is if you use it under the tongue, is that okay if you possibly may have to do a drug test?
No, you should
Okay.
not then you should not ingest it because it is a full spectrum product.
Okay.
So
Alright.
even though it is the legal limit of 0.3% or less of THC, not knowing how your body will metabolize it is where the danger lies. So
Okay.
you can, however, use it topically because the CBD, the oil does not break the blood-brain
Mhm.
barrier, so it doesn't break through the skin and get into your bloodstream. So you
Okay.
could use the drops topically.
Okay. No, I've been doing that with the spray, but I did use the drop, so I didn't have an issue. But then I thought I heard maybe I was wrong. So anyway, I'm like I'm greedy. I'm trying to rush mine too. I'm like, if I can do this on my tongue, let me do it. But no, I can't take that chance, and just in case.
Right. So topically, I would do that. Then you can do that every day or as many times that you want to do. So
Okay,
you
thank you.
literally drop it out and drop it on your head, as well as put it in the spray bottle and apply it that way. But when you actually drop it onto your scalp in an area of concern, and just gently rub it in, then that gets it where it needs to be.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, ladies, I'm gonna have to go, but it's been a slice, I tell you.
I like that. It has been quite a good one, quite a good one. Guys,
Okay.
Doris, thank you so much for
Oh,
another
cool.
great
Well-
session today of the virtual hair Zoom, and we just appreciate you.
And Kathy, next Monday, they want to be on because I'll be fired up from that convention.
Yes,
And-
the Durham Convention, yes.
And it's this,
Woo-hoo. Make sure you get her any questions that you have.
yeah, any questions you guys have for the medical doctors,
Yes.
to me, and I will get them answered or at least ask the question.
Very nice presentation.
We're going to make a nation of long-haired sisters.
Yes. Get
Naturally.
out these in the wigs and fall back in love with your hair.
That's
This is
right.
month, you guys. Make sure you invite someone for next Monday to class because I will have some answers for you.
All
So
right.
now, also, I would like to, you guys know that we do our Thursday call, our opportunity call. So those of you who have these fantastic testimonies, like you, Royal, like you, Bernadine, be ready to get called on for that call, because not only are we going to incorporate flat belly testimonials, but we're also going to incorporate testimonials from our other product line, because all of our products work. They just need to hear about them. So quick testimonials. I'll be calling on you ladies to help me out. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All
Thank you.
right.
Guys.
Absolutely. Just let me know when, Kathy.
Absolutely. Yes, I sure will. Well, guys, that's it. We can go ahead and call it a Monday. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It was wonderful to see you all today, especially you, Doris. Loving to see that beautiful smile and looking forward to seeing you soon. I should see all of you, I'm sure, right there in Chicago. April, I'll be there on the 17th, but definitely April 19th through the 22nd. You guys got to be there. Make sure you run for Sapphire. Run. Miss Betty, all of your team. You guys want to come to that Sapphire dinner. So make it to Sapphire. Help someone else make it to Sapphire. Those of us who have teams, we're going to go ahead and repeat your Sapphire, Miss Doris Mosley. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? And
Yeah.
get you to that Sapphire dinner. And so there's so many ways to do that. Get with your leader and find out how to do that. Blessed Branches, say that 5 times. Blessed Branches is on here, so I know that they know about how to get in March Madness. They're a very competitive team, but I tell you what, everybody's gonna run for March Madness. Shoot for Sapphire. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your Monday. If you have any questions about that, just reach out. Okay. Talk
Make
to
it a great one, you
Right.
guys.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
In about 5 minutes.
Oh.